Hello and welcome to another vlog. Today we are going to be going to my personal favorite thrift store in the area. It is a Goodwill, but it's a Goodwill in a small town. They get a lot of their stock from the bigger cities because they don't have enough donations to fill it, and not many people know about it. So it is my little hidden secret, and just for location purposes so you don't know exactly where I live in Missouri. It's a small town in central Missouri. That's all I'll give you. But first things first, we got to go drop Cooper off with his Gigi so that I can go thrifting today. And then on the way to the thrift store, I am going to be stopping by the antique mall and filling that up with some of my consignment items that I have gotten from my sister-in-law. So let's get to it. Okay, we just got done with the antique mall. I didn't film anything in there just because sometimes it's just easier to just get it done. But I spent about 30 minutes in there rearranging, restocking my booth. I did pull some stuff. I was thinking maybe some type of purses would do well and stuff in there, but they haven't been selling. So I am going to go ahead and grab those so that I can list those. That's the cool thing about being online reselling and having a booth, is if something's not selling in the booth, I can throw it on eBay. If something is not selling on eBay, but I know it's somewhat of a decent item, then I can throw it in the booth and do all that. So we are about 30 minutes away from the Goodwill that I'm wanting to go to. The antique mall is like a good halfway point because the antique mall is about 30 minutes away, and then the store is another 30 minutes from here. So we are going to head to the Goodwill. So some of the things that I'm going to be looking for at the Goodwill, I am going to look at hard goods at the end if I have time. The things that I'm really looking for hard goods is I want to get some fall Halloween decor and some Christmas and winter decor to have that on hand for when I am ready to stock that in my booth. Probably mid-September is when I want to start getting fall stuff incorporated, and it's the middle of August, so I really need to start stocking up because I have, I think, one fall item so far, so really need to stock up on fall stuff and Christmas stuff if I find anything for good deals. That's the key. Good deals is the key. And then I am going to be pickier on clothing. I do have a good amount of inventory right now. I'm not lacking in clothing inventory. I have like 250 plus clothing items listed on my eBay, Poshmark, all the things like that, with probably 3 totes of unlisted. Some of those are already photographed, just not listed. I probably have a tote left to photograph, so I'm really doing good. I wouldn't be shopping if I was super behind on pictures and listing. So we are going to be looking at clothing today as well, but I'm going to be extra picky. I am going to look things up, get the sell-through rates. If it's brands that I usually pick up, make sure it is a style that will sell quick. We are in the business of selling things quickly and not having a storage unit. I probably have about 20 more minutes until we get to the Goodwill, 20-30. I kind of miscalculate where I am sometimes, but we are going to get there. I will probably do some filming in there, but I am still gaining my confidence filming in thrift stores. I'm definitely not going to be talking out loud. So we'll probably either just have some music over the thrift footage, or we'll do some voiceovers. But I want to be fully transparent and tell you guys where I'm at. So that's why I'm like, hey, we're going to do it. I'm going to push myself to film in the thrift store. It just might not be full content that you're used to seeing with thrift with me's and things like that. But we got to start somewhere, right? We have to start somewhere. Okay, we just got to Goodwill. Let's go in and see what we can find. we just got done. We did 2 cartfuls, so I had to end up going back into the store, which is very common here. Sometimes there's days where we'll have 3 cartfuls at this store. So the first trip was mostly clothes. Actually, I think it was all clothes. There was a few discount tags, so I did save $15.55 because green tags were 25% off today. First trip, I spent $257.77. There was a bag that I did grab at the very end that was $25, but it should flip for over $100, so I'm excited about that. And then the second trip, which is a mix of clothes and hard goods, I saved $10.14 with the green tags being 25% off, and I spent $121.97. So we have lots to go through when we get home, so we are going to be doing a full haul. So now I just got to drive an hour back home, and then we'll show you what we got. All right, we are back home. Here are my 2 giant receipts. Let's go through it. So we're gonna do my first cartful first. Look at this long receipt. So when I'm going through the items, I am going to try to put comps up for items. They may not be the exact item, because there was some things I couldn't find the exact thing when I was checking comps in the store, and things like that. But I'm gonna try my best to put comps, and then hopefully I can edit this out if I don't. But I also would like to put like a running total of cost of goods and running total of my projected profit and sale price. So maybe we'll have a running total here. If not, I'll edit it out. So let's get to it. We are going to start with the first haul, and the last thing I picked up on this first cart, goodness, that was kind of hard to say, is the brand HP Standard. It is a super nice leather tote bag. It was behind the counter and I was like, that looks really nice. I need to see it. So she brought it over. She's like, I have no idea what it is. It just got here not too long ago. And it was $25.61. When I looked up comps, and I didn't even look up this exact one, it looked like people were selling them for over 100, sometimes even over 150. So we will try our best to look up this exact one, but I should make over $100 on this one bag, and I'm very happy about that. Future Summer here. I'm editing this video, so I just wanted to explain. I put the actual like online shop version of that bag. That is the only place I can find it. I looked on Mercari, I looked on Poshmark, I looked on eBay. That exact style, I'm not finding it. And I said HP Standard, it's WP Standard. So it retails for over $200. I'm hoping to make $150, because comps are over $100 usually for bags, and I am not seeing that exact one. And the fact that it's still on the website, all green flags. Glad I went on a hunch and saw it. All right, next up, this is brand new with the tags, and it is the brand Elliot, if I'm saying that correctly. It is a bridal collection, and it is a brand new with the tag dress. Super excited. This is a new to me brand as well. I did pay up for it, $10.47. I want to say I remember comps being around $40. This is a, I believe, possibly a vintage pickup. Yeah, this is definitely a vintage pickup. So this is the brand Ursula Switzerland, and it is this super cute tiered knee length, maybe actually a midi length dress. When I looked up comps on this, I want to say around $30. This was only $6.16. This is J. Jill linen collection. I always pick up J. Jill's Love Linen Connect collection. It sells well for me. It does sometimes sit a little bit, and I know we're not close to summer anymore. It's August and we're going into fall, but always a good mover for me. It was only $6.16 for this dress. Should make anywhere from 20 to 30 on it. Next up is vintage Talbots. I've never done vintage Talbots. We're gonna stand up for this one. It is a vintage Talbots maxi dress, and it is this denim chambray look. It is a smaller size. It's a size 4. It has the shoulder pads. $6.16. We'll probably list this one on eBay. If it doesn't sell by next spring, then I'll probably put it in my antique booth. We have, I think, a few Eileen Fisher pieces today, which I love when I find Eileen Fisher. It is one of my bread and butter items. This is just a super simple midi length dress. It was not marked up. It was only $6.16. It is a size small. I'm not sure about the color, but we may try this on. I love just simple clothing. If not, there's the comp. All right, Talbots. If I find Talbots from the year 2020 to 2025, so within the last 5 years, I will pick it up, and it does sell for me. So this is a vintage, or not vintage, a plus size Talbots little button cardigan jacket thing. Look how stinking cute that little button is. It is only one button, kind of like a blazer, but a sweater combined. It was $7.86, which is their jacket price, their standard jacket price, so they didn't have it marked up. Probably around, we're gonna say 25, 35. I may be corrected. All right, this one I am debating if I want to put it in my booth or if I just want to list it. The brand is Rachel Brooke. I believe it is vintage, and it is this adorable little jacket with the horses on it. Perfect booth item, but we are going to check comps and see if I should just go ahead and list it instead. And it was only $7.86. We have another vintage item. This was $5.06. It was in women's pajamas, and it is the Flintstones. Cute little maybe nightgown, I would assume. So we are going to check comps on this. This may go in the booth. It may go on eBay. We will see. But for only $5.06, I love vintage. It's something I am really getting into lately. All right. It's kind of like going through what I got all over again. I'm happy about this. Okay. This I picked up on a whim. It was $7.86. It's peanuts. I did not check comps on it, so it could be nothing, but the Snoopy is embroidered, which it's an embroidered applique. It's not actually embroidered, but the cute little stitching, I thought somebody would love this. So we'll see if it was a flop or not. Okay, this one I have to do more research on, and I may be perfectly humbled when I see this. When I looked up this brand, first off, this was in the women's jackets. I think it's technically men's. The brand is Talia Sport. It is a size XXL. When I looked it up, I found a lot of solid print jackets that were selling in the like $100 to $300 range. And I was like, there's no way I just found something worth that much. Not even marked up. It was $7.86. So this is the jacket. It's in really nice condition. Did I just pick up something that's worth a lot of money? We will see. Future summer here. I'm editing the video. It is the next day as I'm in and out of their outfit. Anyways, besides the point, I could not find this jacket listed on eBay or Poshmark for the life of me. That was some random website that I found like its sale price on. When I look up the Talia Sport website, there's Cooper. It's pretty dang expensive stuff. I just very unsure. I'm hoping to get $50 for it, but I really don't know what I'll end up getting. All right, Fabletics is just a little bread and butter item for me. With their sports bras, I will pick them up if the padding is included, if it does have padding, and the tear tag is still on there. So with Fabletics, it's so hard whenever nothing has the tag to know what size it is. So this one has the tag. It's in really good condition. Pads are included on it. And it looks like it is a more recent style. It was only $4.03. I should make it into $15 to $20. Next up, this is probably either I'm going to see if my mom wants it or a booth item. So it's Cutter and Buck, which is a nice brand, and it is Mizzou, which is that local sports team. If my mom doesn't want it, again, I'll just put it in my booth. It was $7.86. Oh, I don't remember what the comps were on this, but I took a hunch and I looked this one up. So it is a reversible vest. The tag is actually in the pocket. The brand is UBU, Pack Your Personality, I think is what it says. UBU, Pack Your Personality. I want to say around $30. And it was only $7.86. I love how many jackets I picked up. Winter and fall are my favorite months for reselling. It's when I have my best months. I feel like I just do a better job at finding winter items than I do summer items. What do you guys think? What is your favorite month for reselling? Let me know in the comments. All right, another bread and butter. Again, if it's Fabletics has the tag and it's in really good condition, I'll pick it up, especially their jackets. Their jackets do well for me. This is just a cute little Fabletics jacket. It was only $7.86, not marked up, and they have the size tag. With Fabletics, they also put the style number, so it's super easy to look up the exact style on Fabletics website as well. So we love an easy item to list like that. All right, this one I was going to check comps on, but I never ended up doing it, but oh well. So these are Lily Pulitzer. They were marked up to $8.60. They are just these nice little pants. They are a good size. They're a size large. Let's see, 100% rayon. I don't know. We are going out of summer, but when I see Lily Pulitzer, I typically grab it. All right, this one is Madewell. Madewell is another bread and butter item. These are a really nice pair of pants. They are a linen blend. I didn't even look at the year. They're from spring 2021. So cute. I think they're a little bit of a cropped length. Also, Madewell makes it super easy. They have that style code that you can just Google and it will pull up the exact style. Makes it super easy to list. All right, I think this was in the clip. I don't know how much I actually filmed. I tried, but sometimes I was forgetting to film like the really good finds. But I know for sure I did film these. These are Packed, which Packed Organic has a very nice following. I have never not sold something from Packed within the month of it being listed. And I found 2 of them. So I'm not gonna lot them together. I am gonna sell them separately, probably once one sells, list the other. They're both size extra large, this nice little print legging, and they weren't marked up. So $4.83. I'm predicting probably around $20 we'll sell them for. We'll see. All right, this is another one we will do more research on to see if it goes in the booth or if I should go ahead and list it. So it's Celine Paris Sport. It is 100% silk in this cute little jacket. It's definitely vintage, and I paid $7.86 for it. Vintage and 100% silk. It was a must pick up. Next up, this one I'm taking a chance on. So I was listing jeans the other day, Gap jeans, and I was noticing that whenever I was listing them, vintage ones for Gap, which I was not expecting, do pretty decent. So these are from 2006, and they are a cute little, like, wider leg, straight leg. What are they? The long and lean stretch. I don't know the exact style. I'll look it up. But we are going to attempt to list vintage Gap and see how it does. They were $6.36. Next up, these are Halara. They were marked up to $8.03, but since they are new with tag and a size large, I did go ahead and grab them. Halara does pretty decent for me, especially the new with tag stuff. So should hopefully get around 25 for those. All right, this one I think I filmed as well. This is a new one for me. Halter Ego. So these are, I believe, riding pants, which they're not buttoned up or anything, but it does work. Anywho, they have like the little grippies, so I guess you don't fall off your saddle. I don't know. I'm learning, but these were marked up to $12.66. I want to say comps were 40 to like 80, if I'm not mistaken. So new brand to look out for sure. I know Carrots is a brand I will always look for when I'm looking at like riding stuff. There's a few other, but if it's horse riding stuff, typically it's going to sell well. All right, another pair of jeans. These and the next pair of jeans I picked up on Style. So they are Sophia jeans by Sophia Vergara, if I'm saying that right. These are the Margot wide leg. They were $6.36. And look how stinking cute. Wide leg is very on trend right now. We may try these ones on, but I bet they'll be too long for me because I'm short. So pick those up because they were wide leg. I had Lauren Conrad wide leg jeans sell super quick. So wide leg jeans, definitely pick them up. Doesn't even matter the brand typically. This is a decent enough brand to where it will sell. I'll say if it's like Walmart brand or something, probably won't sell great. But the Lauren Conrad from Kohl's, I want to say sold for like $25. So it is definitely worth grabbing. And then these are also Sophia Vergara. Oh my gosh, I'm totally butchering her name. But these are also another little wide leg, but they have the cargo pockets. So another style-based pickup, but I do think they will do well because of the style. Oh, I was so jealous this was not in my size. So this is my top. Okay, I can't say that because I've only sold it once, but I have some of these bras in my personal closet and I am obsessed. So the brand is Honey Love. If you are looking through bras, that is the logo you want to look for. This is a really good size too. It's a 44 CD. And they didn't even have it marked up. It was $4.03. I want to say these sell anywhere from 20 to like 35-ish. Great bra to be on the lookout for. I want to say this is the only Lululemon piece I had. I usually have more luck. I believe these are also the Base Pace ribbed leggings. They are a size 10. They still have the tear tag, so we love that. They're a newer style because they have the style code written out on the tag. I want to say they're from 2022. They did have these marked up to $12.66, but I should at least be able to double my money on these, especially with them being a bigger size. Like I was saying, I usually find more Lululemon at that store. This was the only one I found today, but I'm not mad. I still found way more than I was expecting. Okay, this is another new to me brand, and I almost passed on it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should look it up. So the brand is Young LA, Los Angeles. These are, oh no, they have some stains. I think I might try to stain treat. I don't know if that will come out though. But if they weren't stained, and we're gonna try to get them out, because these look like they were selling around $50 for some wide leg sweatpants. Oh, I really hope I can get that out. I don't know. We're gonna try our best though. I don't usually do project pieces, but that might be worth it. All right, another one I had to look up. These, I'm pretty sure were vintage. They are, where's the brand? Newport News Genealogy Collection. They are 100% leather pants, and they are gonna be like a straight wider leg. They were only $4.83. I don't remember the exact comp on these, but these will definitely be listed. And then the comps, of course, are on the side of the screen. Buff Bunny is an activewear brand I will pick up every time I see it. I don't find it often, but when I do, it does sell around $25 to $30. Well, we'll say $20 to $30. These are $4.83. They are a size small, and they do have pockets. So Lots of good factors going into these. This is a new brand of bra I am trying. The comps were good. Wakol, I don't know if I'm saying that right. That is the brand. Comps were, I think, around like 18 to 25, but for a bra, that's pretty dang good. It was only $4.03. It looked very good quality, so I decided to grab it. So we'll test that brand out. This is another new to me brand. There's so many new to me brands and I love it. So this is a men's brand, Primo Golf Apparel. What stood out was it retailed for $89. They were marked up to $13.77, but the resale value looked very well, especially new with tag stuff. So I should be able to make a decent change on that one. Next up, I don't pick Under Armour up very often, but these were a gorgeous green color, really super cute little jogger. And they usually mark up Under Armour, Nike in my area like crazy, and these weren't marked up. They're only $4.83. Even if I sell them for $15, it's just one of those nice little bundle items or bread and butter items that I like to put in my closet. Okay, this one I didn't do any research on, but I'm pretty sure they are vintage Abercrombie & Fitch. Here's the tag. You can tell me if I'm wrong. But they are men's, I'm pretty sure vintage corduroy pants. They were only $5.48, so they didn't even have them marked up, which they usually mark up Abercrombie. So we'll see what the comps are, but I'm excited about those. Hopefully it was a good pickup. These are for my husband, actually, if he wants them. If not, I'll sell them. They're Under Armour khaki pants. They're his size. They were marked up to $9.84, but my husband likes pants like this, so you can kind of ignore that one. And then last item in the first cart that we did, these are the brand Cuts. They do make men's and women's clothing, but mostly men. I want to say these are men's joggers. I will double check because I'm pretty sure they have a style code to look up. I'll look more into it. They weren't marked up. They were only $5.84. This is a not very known brand, but when you find it, even just their basic t-shirts go for about $20. The pants, I think, go from anywhere to $30 to $50. So another great pickup there. All right, this is a smaller haul that I did. Oh, wrong receipt. So this is the one that I spent $121.97 on. This was the second cart. I had went through most of the clothes already, so I only had a few more racks to go through of clothes. So I think this is mostly tops. And then since I had a little bit of time after going through, I did go through some hard goods that I'll sell mostly in the booth. So this is the brand THML, which is an Anthropologie brand. This one looked pretty cute. It is going to be like a more of a sweater, like a light sweater material, so I thought it would be perfect for fall. Only $4.83. Hopefully we'll get around at least 15. I'm not expecting much on tops. Tops don't sell super well for me, but sometimes if they're the right ones, they will. This is Talbot's. It is plus size within the last 5 years. Talbot's plus size especially does sell pretty well for me. It has these cute little like crocheted, whatever you want to call it, sleeves. $4.83, which Talbot's is usually marked up, so I was surprised I got some good Talbot pieces. This one I think I'm going to end up listing. The brand is Clio. It is vintage, and it is this super cute and unique top. Super cute and unique usually means good things. When I looked up this vintage brand, even their more plain stuff was going for like $25. So we will look up the exact style hopefully and be able to show you the comps for that. Next up is LL Bean. This was not marked up at all, which I was surprised. They usually mark it up. It was only $4.83 since we are coming in to the colder months. It's just a nice little pullover, super soft like fleece sweatshirt with that cowl neck. So good bread and butter item right there. This is one I am going to put in the booth. This is University of Missouri. It looks vintage-ish. Little basketball jersey. It was $9.65 or $9.65. I think I'm gonna ask $25 in the booth. So should at least get $15 profit on it. We may list it at higher, I'm not sure yet, but at least $15 profit on that one. I have no hesitation that it won't sell. So one of my favorite YouTubers and reselling content creators, she does like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I think, all the things. She loves selling J. McLaughlin. I have only found it once before. It was a pair of jeans. They sold super, super well, super fast. So Mellow State, if you're watching, I doubt you are, but if you do happen to be watching, I've started to pick up J. McLaughlin, even though I never find it, but we found a J. McLaughlin piece today. So this is just a nice little basic long sleeve with that really pretty print. It is a size medium, which I don't know if their smaller sizes sell as well, but it was only $4.83. So we're gonna give it a try, especially since I never find that brand and it does good for other people. So we're hoping it does good for me. The pair of the pants that I'd had did sell well, so I'm pretty confident. All right, this is another plus size Talbot's piece. Within the last 5 years, it wasn't even marked up, only $4.83. Another bread and butter. Okay, this one I didn't look up, but I know Under Armour camo is usually pretty expensive. This is a woman's camo piece. It's a good size. It's a size large and it's the scent lock. So good Under Armour hunting. Hopefully it was worth it. It was marked up a little bit to $8.03. Next up, this is Fabletics. I did just pick this up on a whim. I didn't actually look it up. It is size medium men's polo. I know Fabletics men typically does better for me than the women's, so I'm pretty confident in this. And it was only $5.64, so they didn't even have it marked up. Okay, this one, another one I didn't look up, but it's Brooks Brothers. It's just a classic tee. It does have the embroidery, so when Brooks Brothers has the actual embroidery on it, it usually does better. It was $5.64. It is the butter yellow color, so that's another reason I picked it up. It's a trendy color. Hopefully it will do well. You guys are gonna know before me. You'll have the comps. All right, next up, this is another bread and butter piece. If I find Polo Ralph Lauren for a good enough price, I will pick it up. Typically they do mark it up. Sometimes it's worth it. Polo is one of those things you have to look up. It's case by case. So this one wasn't marked up. It was only $5.64. It's an extra large men's, just a classic polo. Should get anywhere from $15 to $25 for it. Like I said, bread and butter pieces, they might be a little boring, but they are nice when they work out. All right, so Packed Organic. We did talk about this brand earlier. I love picking them up. This is a super cute and so soft little V-neck sweatshirt. It isn't a great size. It's a size extra large, and it was only $4.83, not even marked up. We love it. All right, next up is this Patagonia little lightweight hoodie. This specific style doesn't do as well as it used to. It was $8.03. Patagonia is one of those bread and butter items for me. I really love activewear and outdoor brands, so I try to keep it stocked in my closet. So it may not do well, but it's okay. I love picking up Patagonia. I can never pass it. Next up, I didn't look this one up, but I'm pretty sure I sold this brand, and I think it's sold at Anthropologie. I could be humbled. It is the brand Calligraphy. Look how pretty these little like statement sleeves are. Like, those are so fun. I don't like picking up white, but this one was in very, very good condition. It was only $4.83. It's a good size, so hopefully we will make good profit on that one. We have two more. We'll start with this one. This is Toad & Co. It is one of those just staple outdoor brands. Probably won't sell for a crazy lot of money, but one of those staple pieces I love to pick up. It was only $5.64. Good men's item. And then I have not done research, so hopefully this one's a really good one, and we're ending clothing on a really good note. This is Nike ACG, and it looks somewhat vintage. Nice little polo, great color. It was marked up to $9.65, but It has the sun protection, organic cotton, has a lot of things going for it. Has the ACG logo. Hopefully this was a good pickup. All right, now I have some hard goods and some health and beauty. So let's go through that. So this Tupperware is one of my top sellers in my antique booth. This is like a little cream and sugar set from Tupperware vintage. They were $1.34 a piece. I'll probably list these separately or together. I haven't made up my mind. But probably will, if I do it together, probably 15 for the set. So not much, but something I love having in my antique booth. Another cute little random, I love jewelry boxes, especially if they're a good price. This was only $4.79. Has those cute little departments there. The top drawer is fake, but then you have that little drawer. Just a good thing to throw in my booth. Made in Taiwan, if that means anything. I just love little jewelry boxes. And that one I will probably ask 15 for. This one is super random. I just thought it would be cute. It's a wall hanging, like spoon and fork serving set. Or maybe you can actually use them as like salad tongs. I don't know. They're wood, they're cute. They were $4.79. I'll probably only ask like 12 to 15, but just something cute to put in my booth. Sometimes I'll pick things up just because they're cute, which I know I shouldn't, but I do. All right, this I'm gonna see if my husband wants. If not, duck items and waterfowl items usually do really well. It's a mug. It is $1.34. If anything, I'll price it to $5 to $10, but my husband might like it. He's big into duck hunting and things like that. Okay, if you do not know how to go through health and beauty, I can probably do a video on it. I'll kind of explain a little bit, but when you are at the thrift store, go onto eBay's search bar and you can actually take a picture of the barcode and look up items. So that's what I did. I took a picture of this barcode. These are little hempen Haitian, I'm going to totally butcher it, brand new little lotions, and one of them was selling for $10. I have 4 of them. I thought there was 5. Maybe there is only 4. They were $2.86. I may lock them together. I may sell them separately, but should at least triple my money on this for sure. Another random thing, these are $4.79, but somebody wants this specific one. They were selling anywhere from like $10 to $30 on this little pack of pads. There's 162, they're the thin ones. So, weird enough, this is actually my first time ever picking up pads, but hopefully we'll make good profit. I paid $4.79. Like I said, anywhere from 10 to like, what did I say, like 40? I don't know. The comps were all over the place, but it should be worth it. And then last thing we picked up. These were originally priced for $19.60, or somebody priced them at that. I'm assuming that's a price. Anywho, they were $2.86. There was one active comp for like a 3-pack, but the price, forget exactly, it was pretty dang good. I'm gonna do more research. But new pantyhose that are in the box, especially vintage ones, typically do really well. So these ones I couldn't find a lot on, but maybe that means they're more rare. So hopefully those are good. Future summer again. I just wanted to pop in now that I calculated everything and finished editing the video. I just want to preface that it is potential sales. Most likely I will be making less than this when I'm accepting offers. When I'm accepting offers and things like that. Cooper really wants to be in the video today. So when I'm accepting offers and things, it will most likely be a little lower. Just know that. I just want to be fully transparent. But if for some reason they all sold for my asking price, it would be around that profit that I would be making. All right, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for thrifting with me and going through my haul. Hopefully you guys see the total before I do, because I have not edited the video yet. So hopefully it was worth it. I am going to try to get this posted pretty quickly. Also, Just note, I think I originally, whenever I decided to start YouTube videos, I said Wednesday mornings I was going to post videos. It is going to be way too complicated for me to put a date on it. And when I put a date on it, it stresses me out, not going to lie. So I'm going to try to post at least once a week. It just might not be on Wednesday mornings. So today is actually Wednesday when I'm filming this. So obviously it's not going out this morning. So I'm going to try my best to get it posted tomorrow. So none of this stuff will actually be listed yet. So if you want to shop any of this stuff, put a comment. I will try to get it listed for you on your preferred platform. If not, it will be listed probably within the next month. I list 10 items a day. But anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again. Content creating is something I've always dreamed of, and I'm glad I'm finally making it a reality. So if you would like to support me, it's free to do. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, like all the things, comment. I don't know, I'm still learning. But thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, whenever you're watching this year. Thank you guys so much. Bye, friends.